Alright, we're back with some operations. And earlier I said that the combat was optional. But I believe here it says a player must immediately conduct an action using the land units that made the amphibious landing. This action is conducted normally. So we just got dropped off here, and we're poking the underbelly of the old Aragonese in Sicily. Uh, Taking my main force, which is one of the main uh, antagonists or forces in this game, the Anjou. And I don't know if that's, you got that Anjou sauce that you dip. Is that the way they say it? I am horrible on names. My girlfriend was just giving me, laughing at me the other day with my pronunciations because we do the queso dip at the Mexican restaurants. And when I read it, I call it queso. She says no. She took languages. She said something like the two letters make a K. The Q and the U, I guess, make a K. So I don't know. I'm probably butchering these all up. But we're going to go ahead and have us a little combat here, which is what we're going to do. So Sicilian forces are going to be revealed. They are it looks like a militia or some levies and a couple levies. So it might be definitely advantageous to the Anjou forces who brought their king, a nice couple field armies, and a couple levies. So there is the disposition of the forces. And Anjou going right at it with their first city in Sicily. We'll proceed to combat. Let me get everything straightened out. It's been a while since I've done combat. Like I said, it's been a beautiful weekend here in October. Got some lawn work done. Everything's looking good. We're all ready for Halloween. Place is lit up like a freaking amusement park outside. I'll take a video of that around Halloween. Show you what's going on. We got it all nice around here, and expecting some storms though. They say there's gonna be some tornadoes. Wouldn't you know it? Of course. After I got everything all picked up, but sun's shining now. I got the cameras on, and them clouds are looking like they're going by quick and heavy. I can maybe zoom in on that for you. Let's see here. I don't know if you can see the clouds moving. Yeah, there they are. See them? Black clouds in the distance. And they are moving out quick. See them going by. So we're supposed to get some bad weather coming on in. Other than that, combat. First combat of Mediterranean empires. I don't know if I said Mediterranean kingdoms earlier when it came up. Oh boy. Okay, we'll be back. Alright then, first thing is first, and that is, it says here, the non-phasing player has the option of trying to avoid combat. The non-phasing player rolls a 1d6 and modifies the die roll. So first thing we're going to do is roll one die to see what the opposing player will do. 1 through 3, he doesn't avoid it, stands and fights. Well, you know what? I think he'd probably get the heck out of there. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. He bails. 5 and 6 he fights. Oh yeah, he gets out of there. All right. Well, we're gonna go ahead and go through this procedure here. -1 of all units in a facing player's force are raiders. I don't believe those are raiders. I believe those are levies. Let me see here real quick. And I am correct. Those are levies. Alright, so avoid that one. If a king is part of the non-phasing player's force, modify the die roll. So we'll roll one die, and he needs, if the modified result is 5, well, it doesn't say if it's greater than 5. Modified result is 5. The non-phasing player was non-raider units. But the phasing player may choose to conduct the battle. Alright, well, I didn't see nothing about Raiders here. But, yeah. The modified die roll is a 5. The non-phasing full units avoid combat with non-raider units. Huh. Let me go check this out real quick and read it again. Hope the result is a 6. Alright, they got it all covered here. I was going to say, if it's just a 5. Move the camera down a little bit more, Mark. There you go. Alright, well, that explains it all then. I'm sorry. I was going to stop there. Alright, well, we will roll. What does it say? He expends. Phasing flare declares that he is going to attack all enemy units. That's what we just did. We have to expend 1. What was it? Ops. Better roll a die. He needs operation points. I don't think we use the ones from the Navy. I think we do our own. That's what when it says that we have to do a combat. The player must then immediately conduct an action using the land units that made the amphibious landing. This action is conducted normally. Alright, 2 die roll first before we do anything for the game. There's a 3. That is not good. Where is my... Here we go. Ops marker. Okay, so we'll spend 1 for the combat. Immediately conducts an action using the land units made the amphibious landing. The phasing player declares that he is going to attack all enemy units in the same area as the force conducting an action. He expends the required number of op points. Amphibious landing, combat 2. Oh, so that goes down another one. All I got is one op point left. Alright, so there we go. Now, non-phasing player has the option to try to avoid combat. Rolls 1d6 and applies the die roll modifiers, which are none. So now we'll do this, looking for a 5 or 6, or else he fights. He gets a 3. So none of that. If the attacker to avoid combat die roll, combat must be resolved. There you go. So if I got a 5, I could have did some stuff. 6 would have did some stuff, but I didn't get neither of those. So we will go ahead and fight. The first combat, the Sicilians tried to bail, couldn't get out. We'll be back. Alright, I remember this when I played. There's 2 types of battles. There's usually a raid combat table or a field battle combat table. But you want to look over here at the units here. I'll be fighting with 4 units. What's a CA result? Combat result, CA counterattack. So, counterattack. No effect on a 3 with a raid. 4 units, no effect with a 3 on a field battle. Counterattack. So they can counterattack on this number. If it's BB, mean bloodbath. Alright, so what's the difference here? CA, CA, NE. CA, CA, NE, BB, BB. BB, BB, DV. DV5. Well, it don't seem like there's any difference here. Huh. Oh, counterattack. No effect on a 3. No effect. Bloodbath. Defender victory. It's DV mean. Defensive victory, yeah. Huh, 4 units. 6. I thought there was a difference. I looked at this earlier and there was a difference. So, I don't know. I'm going to look and see what the deal is here. Field battle, raid. There's no difference on this combat results table. So I will look to see what the difference is. There's got to be a difference. Well, maybe this is it here. Raider units count as 2 units. Field armies and mercenary. Okay, I'm with you. Alright, it'll be a field battle. We don't have no raiders with us, so it'll be a a field battle. We'll be right back. All right, well, here's where it gets kind of interesting. A little nuance of the game. Where you have a battle, you find out who has the advantage. I guess that comes into effect when the combat comes through. Players determine an initiative. Both players secretly determine a number of military advantage and our ambush markers they will expend to modify the die roll. Both players roll one die and modify each die roll. So, Aragonese, Anjou. Aragonese get a 2, Anjou get a 4. So I was looking for a 4. Now you decide if you want to modify the die roll. Oh, that was a sneeze. I don't know if I got that in time. Wow. So anyway, I got a 4 as the Anjou. I am not going to modify the die roll. The Aragonese don't have, you can see here too, you can modify the die roll by a stratagem marker, or if you have a king, and you reveal your markers. Oh, don't want to waste a marker, because I think I got a marker that would modify it, but only modify it by 1, which would make it a 3. So I'm not going to modify. I put my stratagem marker back. That 4 I have will be modified by the king, and his value, which is the second number, which on him is a 1. So the Anjou player definitely has the advantage. And that is that. Okay. It says here, if the friendly force contains the king and the king's military value, blah blah blah. Players determine the initiative. Both players secretly determine the number of military advantage and or ambush markers they will expend and modify the die roll. Both players roll the dice. So let me see. All right. Well, I put them both down already. So we'll do it. We'll do it. I put them both down already. You're supposed to have done it that way. So that gives him a military advantage marker of +1 with a 3, and it makes my 5 a 6. So there's the result. You would have did it the right way. All right, we'll put these strategy markers back into the cup. All right. That is the way you do it. You're supposed to expand the strategy markers first. You're not supposed to roll a die roll and then decide if you want to do it. So that's why I did it the wrong way, but it's still fine. Anjou player has the advantage. All right. Now, player with the higher modified die roll has the initiative. The non-phasing player wins all ties. Huh. The player with the initiative then determines the combat or raid or field battle will be a field battle, and thus which combat table will be used. A phasing player totals the number of attacking units. Kings are not counted. Specific units count. Yeah, it is important. That is important right there. Alright, let me read the rest of this and we'll be right back. Alright. The phasing player then consults. The phasing player totals the number of attacking units. Kings are not counted. Alright, now let's look over here. Underneath field battles. It says field armies and mercenary units count as 2 units. Alright, so field armies. That'll be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Doesn't say anything about levies, so let's make sure we got over here. Alright. Field armies and mercenaries count as 2. So there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 total. On the battle table, we'll be looking underneath 5 to 7 unit. We'll be rolling a blue die for the Anjou. And the result is a 2. But it gets modified. The attacking force contains the king and the king's military value. Right number. So that Changes that to a 3. Alright, we'll go over here. Changes that to a 3. If the defending force contains a king, nope. If the attacking force contains a mercenary unit, nope. Contains a mercenary unit, nope. If the attacking player may expand a stratagem marker that applies to the attacker. Oh, piracy and trade. Nope, that doesn't help us out none. We need an ambush or military advantage marker. One stratagem for him. Coup de main. I don't think that helps him either. Alright, I'll look underneath the definitions for these stratagem markers just to make sure, but cross-reference. Use the 8 to 10 marker. Okay, we're good. Be right back. Coup de main, attacker only, during a field battle. Well, he would be the defender, so you can't use that. The other ones we have here are piracy and trade. Oh, piracy. Trade, when they use during the joint recruitment phase, we know that. Piracy, when they use during the joint recruitment phase. I was right. Alrighty then. We're caught up. It is a 3. Under the 5 is 7. 1, 2, 3. It's a bloodbath. So, a bloodbath. It's under a 3. Right here. There's Sicilian's levies held out. Okay, let me see here. Bloodbath. Read this together. The attacking player eliminates at least one unit and may choose to eliminate any number of additional units in the attacker's force. Alright, so what I have to do, let's see which ones I have to eliminate though. Units that counted as 2 units for combat resolution count for 2 units when determining losses. Alright, so in other words, I'll lose 2. Let me see here. The attacking player eliminates at least 1 unit, which I will do, and eliminates any number of additional units in the attacking force. The defender must eliminate units equal to the number of units eliminated by the attacker. So I gotta eliminate 1 at least,